EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Down, 18 Gator.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Greystone travel.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 14. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
X3, 218, chopper.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready to break.
Lights 50, lights 50. Too low,
Step.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's just me and you.
Get it.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Ready, 30 base.
This is Spiller. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A big play there. 44 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They run with Spiller. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Ginn.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Hey, why 7?
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Mike, 10.
Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
On the ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hatchet. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Yes. Let's go.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They hand off to their big tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Mike 55.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up the screen to Smith. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And maybe some indecision on what to do, and they're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now they try the right side here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line.
And he'll find Hall. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Okay, ready?
50 the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now.
On second down, here's Smith. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 96 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
That's their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 11. He finds his man Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Turn 2 stop.
First down, Cincinnati.
Hey, Delta.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Spiller.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9, from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
6-6, pull it high. Snap.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
80 weapons.
They'll run with Smith. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
61, matchbox lights.
You better bring it. Check 4, check 4.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
X3, 218, chopper.
Get your swerve on.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On 3rd down, Smith. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Come on.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Spiller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, they run it with Spiller. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Hey, switch gears.
A first down carry for Smith. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, Orbit.
55.
Second and 13. He completes it to Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Check 31, check 31.
Bang, 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 bang. 6-6, bullet high.
On third down, Smith, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
This will be taken at the 10. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Check, check, check.
61, match box.
2nd down and inches. And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give them a gain of 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 19 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
218, go.
On second down now, it's Smith. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Switch.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Watch the screen.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 58 yards.
Cincinnati.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And again this time to the tailback. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Got it.
Mine's 50, mine's 50. Ricky.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's going to be caught. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. They'll look to throw. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Ready, set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now it's Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Alpha.
Sponge. No. Mark 55. Mark 55.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And it's complete. Henry And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They keep it with Smith on first down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
You better be afraid of 6-6. Pull it hard. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, Haywood.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
This one into the hands of Burton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
High 7.
Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got Burton here. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This will be caught at about the 6. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Smith. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I'm coming, baby. 61. Max, get it.
On 3rd down, it's Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
All right, here we go. 52.
Go.
52. Tighten up, tighten up.
What?
Pull it together.
No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. Watch the curl. Ready?
52, Mike 52. Here we go, night. Thumbs up, night.
Check. And crouch. Hey. Lightning. What? Look at me. Zipper.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, this one